Peace and blessings, beautiful people. Welcome to another episode of Self-Care Made Simple. I am Anifowose, your self-care specialist. Today we're going to continue the conversation we had yesterday. Yesterday's topic, dualistic thinking. But before that, let's take a deep breath. Ready? Let's go. Take another deep breath. And this time I want to invite you, when you take this deep breath, let your heart open, let your mind open to more. Take a deep breath. Dualistic thinking, part 2. So yesterday I talked about the different ways in which we live from a place of dualism, if you will. This 2 series has been like a making up words, but dualism is a word, I think, but it is now. And sometimes it's even hard to understand that. It's like, what do you mean? What do you mean that, some things are negative? That's just the way it is. Some things are just positive. Some things are just bad. Some things are just good. Well, maybe so. But if you're committed to your growth and transformation, your development to peace of mind, it is important to remove yourself, to start to allow yourself to zoom out. Like on a camera, you zoom in and you're focusing on that's just the way it is. But then if you zoom out, you get to see the bigger picture. You get to see that there is so much more. How do you live from a place of oneness, beyond dualistic thinking? You can start with recognizing that everything belongs. You can start with the idea that without success, failure means nothing. Without failure, success means nothing. How do you know you failed if you haven't succeeded before? How do you know you've been successful if you've never failed? How do you know what cold is if you don't know what hot is? Positive and negative. Those are 2 things that come together, energies that come together to activate a movement. A car battery has a negative pole and a positive. The earth, there's North Pole and South Pole. It keeps the energy going. So I want to invite you today, when you find yourself naming and labeling people, judging them, criticizing them, blaming them, making them wrong because of where they're standing in that moment, whether it's how they raise their children, whether it's in politics, where you say, well, they come from the right wing and the left wing. You need both wings for a bird to fly. So whether you're conservative or liberal, okay. What matters is, can you see not just the common humanity, but in order to stand in your I'm better, you need somebody else that you've considered is not as good as you. So they're actually giving you a perspective of yourself. So rather than rushing to judge someone, criticize someone, when I say judge, making them wrong, we've done that for eons. And look at where we are. We're still struggling with loving one another, with connecting with one another. We're just being with one another. We're human beings, but we're just doing all kind of BS to one another. We are called to rise up, to step into the consciousness of oneness. And it starts with you. Don't look for anybody else to live from there. You have to show it. You have to reflect it. You have to be it. You got to accept it and trust it. And in that place of recognizing whether it's your past or your future, it's all happening now. Now is where everything is happening. And when you bring yourself to now, whether you like what you feel or not, you can at least pay attention like, I'm thirsty. Let me go drink some water. I feel sad. What's that about? And you just might land at a truth that you've been praying for a long time. There are many ways to get to that consciousness of oneness, and you're in it. So you're already in it. You just need a different perspective. My book, Spiritual Appetizers for the Soul, is a good tool to help you get a different perspective of yourself. When you get a different perspective of yourself, you recognize how beautiful you are. And I love you, I bless you, I appreciate you, and I thank God for you. Peace and blessings. Keep breathing. Deep breaths.